All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're looking at something pretty incredible, a super powerful AI prompt that acts like a master key. It's designed to unlock the original meaning, all the little nuances of ancient biblical texts. It's all about using the latest tech to get closer to the source material.
I mean, just imagine this for a second. What if you had your own personal expert in ancient Greek and Hebrew on call 24/7 ready to break down any verse you want? That's the huge question we're digging into. And we're not talking about just a simple translation. We're talking deep, expert-level analysis. So here's our game plan. We're going to start with why this is such a challenge in the first place, and then introduce the specific prompt that changes everything. We'll break down how it works, see the amazing results it gives, and then I'll show you exactly how to set it up for yourself. And finally, and this is crucial, we'll talk about how to use it responsibly.
Okay, so first things first. The biggest challenge, really, is that so much of the richness, the specific flavor and intent of the original Greek and Hebrew, well, it just gets flattened out or even lost in translation.
And that's exactly where this prompt comes into play. And look, it's not just another app. A better way to think about it is like a digital microscope for the text. You know how words have all these layers of meaning and how grammar can totally shape the story in subtle ways an English version might miss? Well, this tool is designed to bring all of that into sharp focus, so we can see the details we would have missed otherwise.
Yeah, and I really want to be clear here, this isn't about just asking an AI a simple question. We're talking about a meticulously engineered command. You could call it a blueprint or even a recipe that forces the AI to do a very specific, very deep kind of analysis every single time.
And the term for this is a master prompt. Basically, it's a huge set of instructions that takes a general, do-anything AI and turns it into a super focused expert. It tells the AI exactly how to think, what to look for, and precisely how to format its answers. The whole goal is to get a repeatable, structured, high-quality analysis for any verse you throw at it.
So, what's the whole point of this prompt? Well, it has some really specific goals. It's designed to make the AI dig deeper, to get past simple English words and focus on the original root concepts. And it forces the AI to ground every single insight in grammar. The endgame is an analysis that's not only clear and credible, but, and this is key, totally consistent every single time.
All right, so let's pop the hood and see what's actually inside this thing. We're going to look at the nuts and bolts that make this blueprint work so well, the specific rules that turn a general AI into a real expert interpreter of the text. And what's so cool is that every single part of this command has a specific job. First, you give it a role. You tell it, hey, your job is to be a language expert, not a preacher. Then you've got these strict format rules, a numbered list, how it should start, how it should end. It even has these super specific morphology rules, forcing it to label grammar. And get this, it has a self-checklist at the end to make sure it actually followed all the instructions. I mean, how smart is that? And this is basically what the output looks like. For every important word, the AI has to give you this exact format. You get the lemma, which is just the dictionary form of the word, right? Then a transliteration, so you can sound it out, and a quick, simple English meaning. It's this super consistent structure that sets the stage for the deeper dive. Okay, so we've seen the how. Now for the why. This is the payoff. This is where all that structure and all those rules lead to some seriously powerful insights. We're about to go from technical grammar to some really profound meaning. Okay, get ready, because this is the wow moment. For real, take Mark 1:10. Most of our Bibles say the heavens were opening, but this prompt makes the AI flag the original Greek word schizomenes. And that doesn't just mean opening, it means violently torn apart. It's a completely different image, right? More intense, and it also points out the grammar, the aorist tense, which tells us this was a single, sudden, dramatic event, not some gentle unfolding. That's the kind of death we're talking about. So you can see the logical flow it follows for every single word. It's a simple three-step process. First, what's the form, the raw grammar? Second, what's its function? What is that grammar actually doing in this specific sentence? And third, what's the meaning? How does all that technical stuff impact the story or the theology? It's like a little ladder of insight built right into the command. Okay, so you're probably thinking, this is cool, but can I actually use it? And the answer is absolutely yes. Let's get into the practical side of things. I'm going to show you how to put this to work, and you'll be surprised at just how easy it is. It's literally 4 simple steps. Step 1, and this is super important, start a brand new chat. Don't use an old one. Step 2, you copy and paste the entire master prompt. Step 3, you give it your first verse, something like, okay, use the spec to analyze Mark 110. And then from there, for step 4, you just keep the conversation going in that same chat. It'll remember all the rules you gave it at the beginning.
But hang on, what if you're not a Greek scholar? No problem. This is where you can get really clever. You can actually customize the prompt by adding what you could call an accessibility add-on. You just add a new rule, like, for every word, give me an in simple terms summary. You can even tell it to cut out all the jargon and give you a one-sentence takeaway in plain English. This little trick makes it useful for literally anyone. And you can start to see how this could be a real game changer, right? For your own personal study, it's amazing. If you're prepping a lesson or a sermon, it's like having a research assistant. And even for serious scholars, it can be a great sparring partner to challenge your own ideas. The possibilities are just huge.
Okay, before we finish up, we need to talk about something really important. This is the big one, using this technology responsibly. This is absolutely crucial. If you remember one thing from this whole explainer, make it this. Treat the AI's answer like a first draft from a research assistant, not as the final word from a professor. It's an amazing starting point, but you have to check its work. That part is not optional.
And let me give you 2 big warnings here. First, AIs make mistakes. They can get the grammar wrong or completely miss an important scholarly debate. So you've always got to double-check its work against real books, lexicons and commentaries. And second, just remember, the AI learned from the entire internet. It doesn't have your specific theological background, so you always have to evaluate its output through that lens.
So I'll leave you with this thought. What really happens when everybody has a world-class biblical scholar sitting right in their pocket? I mean, this could totally change the game for personal Bible study, making it accessible in a way it's never been before. It's a powerful new frontier for sure, and it's going to be absolutely fascinating to see how it shapes our understanding.